Mumford-Zisk in his first show ever! Let me hear you say yeah!
Yeah!
Thank you. That was very wonderful. Thank you very much. I don't know if I can actually follow the excitement that was milk or no milk, but I'm going to do my best. I'm also going to try to do it fast because I thought I was going to be on a lot earlier tonight, and so that acid is probably going to kick in like any minute, so just bear with me if this shit gets weird. You probably picked up, by the way, already from the brash overconfidence and the funny accent that I'm not from around here. I am an American. Please don't hold that against me. Fan of my home country out there. I can't actually see anybody. It's wonderful with the lights. It's like I'm doing this back in my room at home. Anyway, don't hold it against me. Do hold it against me if you have to, though. We actually have a lot to answer for in this day and age, I have to admit. Donald Trump, the creation of ISIS, chicken Big Macs. My country is actually responsible for probably 90% of Auckland's obesity problem. It's all just the United States. The remaining 10% is just shitty parenting, though, so, you know. Thank you. It is, that's right. Yeah. Well, it's in safe company. Now, as an American, I realize there's only one thing you guys expect me to talk about up here, so I'm just going to get this out of the way real quick right now. I don't know if Jay-Z and Beyonce are going to stay together. We all saw Lemonade, we know what he did. But on the other hand, now they're expecting twins. Children are a wonderful way to extend a shitty marriage for a long time. That's what my parents did. And they're both rich. Money can be a very powerful aphrodisiac. You know, for $1 million, I could be Becky with the good hair. So, you know. No, you're all expecting me to talk about Trump. All expecting me to talk about Trump. I came over here about 4 months ago. My partner promised me nobody was going to ask me about New Zealand politics. Please don't ask me about New Zealand politics. I don't know shit. No one was going to ask me about United States politics because she said it's 17,000 miles. Nobody gives a shit. It's the other side of the world. I get over here and there's two questions I'm asked by every single person I meet. What the fuck is going on in your country and what do you think of Donald Trump? So just to get that out of the way, my unvarnished thoughts on Donald Trump. Approximately. Some of that may have been lost in translation. Thank you. No, I don't know what the fuck happened. I really don't. You know, some of it might have been Facebook, some of it might have been Russia, some of it might have been the fact that vast swaths of my country just could not stand the idea that we had a black man in charge for 8 years and they decided to take it out on themselves and everybody else, suicide bomber style, you know, like, vote Trump! So, you know, we're doing our best there. But I had my ticket and my visa sorted before the election. I still felt kind of guilty, like, you know, maybe I was running away, maybe I should riot in the streets a little bit, but I bruise easily. And our police back there, I don't know if you guys have seen the photos, I don't know if it's made it over here, but they look like somebody crossbred Darth Vader with a Nazi, so fuck that. Yeah, I came over here to be with my partner, which was a convenient excuse when people are asking me, you know, why aren't you staying to protest? I would say, I can't. I have to fly 17,000 miles to get laid. It's just not working here anymore. People are too worried about Trump to have sex. First week after the election, I was so freaked out, I couldn't even jack off. Okay, I'm better now. It's fine. No, but I like it over here. I like New Zealand. It's a beautiful country. Wellington's a beautiful city. I still don't quite believe that the accent isn't just an elaborate practical joke that y'all play on immigrants and tourists, you know? Like, I feel like when you guys are alone together, you talk just like regular like British people, you know? This is all just a gag you came up with a while back, like, by God, Reginald, I've got an idea. What if we were to pronounce chips as chops, and then kids could be cuds, and then this is my favorite part. Yes, and then if you give a blowjob, it would be sucking duck. Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Come on, let's see how this goes. But I do like the little differences here. You know, I like that you call it a partnership, no matter what the relationship is. You know, it's nice. It's egalitarian, like gay, straight, dating, married. Business, pleasure, Batman, Robin, it's all a partnership. You know, it's nice. My partner is a lovely woman who turned to me a while back and she said, hey, do you want to learn how to salsa dance? And it wasn't a euphemism. She actually really wanted to teach me how to salsa dance. It was wonderful. And then she turned to me later on that night and she said, hey, You want to tie me up sometime? And that was a euphemism, and I did not pick up on it. And that was the most awkward coffee date I have ever been on. It's really hard to hog tie a cappuccino. They do not have arms and legs. No, I like calling her my partner though. It's cool, you know. For one thing, you know, it does away with that sophomore bullshit of like, oh, she's my girlfriend. You know, it feels cool, you know. It makes me feel like I'm in a buddy cop movie, you know, like she's my partner. Like, hey partner, what do you want to do today? You want to root out corruption at City Hall? You want to bust some drug dealers? Brunch? Cool. Sounds good. I'm getting a little worried though because, you know, in buddy cop movies, usually one of the buddy cops gets shot in the third act, you know, and I bruise easily, so I don't want to get shot. I'm starting to try to goose the system, fix the odds just a bit. Like I make her go first through doorways or, you know, sit with her back facing the door in restaurants. I ask her what she's going to do on her impending retirement. Sometimes in the morning when she's going off to work, I tell her all starry-eyed, oh, honey, I'm pregnant. And I'm just trying to fix the odds a bit. Last time, though, she made me take a morning after pill. I think she's on to me. Yeah. I'm not sure who's pranking who anymore, but I do know that morning after pills are delicious. Yeah. I'm at that funny age now where I can't tell if I want to have kids someday or if I just want to terrify my partner into never, ever, ever wanting kids. Like sometimes we're out in public and I'll see some terrible toddler running around and like, you know, just like, mommy, I want to wee, I want to sweetie, oh, mommy, take me to the bathroom, pick me up, mommy. You know, just no attention to pedestrians, runs into people, just plows right through them, doesn't even stop, just right through the body like a bullet, trailing snot and tears and somebody's ruined testicles like a hat. And that's the moment that I turn to her and go, oh, sweetie, let's make a baby. And she breaks my nose. It's very elaborate foreplay. It's rewarding, though. It's weird, though. You know, you start paying attention to other people's kids and you realize that they're all fucking terrible. You know, I don't know what the fuck these people are doing wrong, but just, it's awful. You know, they've all got these weird hipster names these days, like Gidget or Widget or Mephistopheles or Daisy. I've been here 4 months, I've met 3 Daisies. I don't know what you people are doing here, but back home, Daisy is a cow's name, you know? And I know y'all have livestock here, so I don't get what's going on. Daisy. The kids are all fucking terrible. You're not supposed to hit a kid, I know that, but like maybe you could just like trip them every now and then, just kind of slow them down a bit. We went over to, are you trying to?
Yeah, it's a light.
It's a light? Hi. Dad? Is that you? You came back. What's yours? Is that like waving me off? Are we gone?
Yeah.
We're gone. Wow. Wow, has it been 6 minutes already? Holy shit. No, keep going? Can we crowdsource this thing? Can we like, you know, cheers to keep me going? Seriously, 6 minutes already? Christ, I've been pausing way the fuck too much. Keep going. Keep going. All right, I'm gonna try to wrap this shit up real quick. We went over to Tapapa recently, see the bug exhibit, which if you haven't been yet, it's too fucking late, it's over. You missed a chance to see a wasp the size of a scooter lay an egg the size of a loaf of bread inside of a cockroach the size of a motorcycle. It was very romantic. Got super laid off that one. I'm a little worried about what happens later when the egg hatches. I'm gonna cross that bridge when it pops out of my chest. But you know, it was a kid-friendly exhibit, which means that it was basically like the Vietnam War, but less fun. So, you know, there's kids everywhere running around, they're screaming, they're hitting things, they're hitting each other. You're running into every single testicle in the room, just doof, 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 doof. I saw one kid scalping another, it was chaotic, you know. And the kid-friendly exhibit, the parents are fucking useless, they all look like their Google search history is just variations on the question, how do I fake my own death? It was a fucking slide, you know, a big old sand fly, you know, climb in the sand fly's mouth and slide out its anus. It didn't make any sense. And I started to wonder, like, do they do this elsewhere in museums? Like, they have kid-friendly exhibits elsewhere, like, you know, Gallipoli, the kid-friendly exhibit. They made landfall, early morning, April. The stench of the bodies was already overpowering. Mommy, I want a dolly, I want a sweetie. You're saying, I'm really out of it now. Anyway, so the idea that we're gonna close on here is that we're gonna gong me out. If you really want a kid-friendly exhibit, you pump ether through the air vents, all right? It could be a utopia. You just gotta follow my advice. Ether for everyone, sterilization for most. Vote Ben 2020. Thank you for being patient.
Let's hear it for Ben.
Oh!
I was trying to be supportive. Let's hear it for Ben.